start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame.
Tyler Lockett, left side complete to Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard line from offense.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person will tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15. Yes, they did. Give them credit.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 23. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. L.J. Collier in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he
takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. At their own. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a big run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Ryan. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 55-yard attempt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run forward with Carson, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He slants to Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive.
26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Left side completion to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it's going to be 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 55 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the point after.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
1st down, Seattle.
And this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how the defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded in the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East front runners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, So inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta.
And got his man complete. The 30.
Oh, boy,
10,
got no feet.
5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
That second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he finds his tight end, Graham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an outlash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
His kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
First down.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in.
Wilson's pass.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
A gain of 19.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a 13-yard.
He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got a first down and inside the midfield, and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. L.J. Collier picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Double team, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
And what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout.
And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance. Jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Left side complete to Lockett. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. We'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good. But when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was taking
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run him with Gurley, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
The score, Falcons 34, Seahawks 27.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Charles, a little bit ago we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at blitz coming, and down he goes. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
4th down. Here's Ryan. It's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. L.J. Collier. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15. 1st down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Wilson. They'll let this go for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
34. Seahawks, 27.
Wilson will throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is.
And he's able to put it through.
That will tie the game at 34. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Again, they run with Gurley. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30.
Ain't doing nothing.
And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Young way through lining
So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
at their own the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Wilson. Will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Wilson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
2nd and goal.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
All-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Here's Smith to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
The kick is
and
good.
His kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 48, Falcons 41.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10.
That one goes for 24 yards. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Bobby Wagner.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 23 yards the pickup there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Come on, guys, let's go!
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 55, Falcons 41. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Here's Ryan. And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
And 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Quadre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it?
He's got him in, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 96 yards. And the Seahawks find him. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 17.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. So bad gamesmanship here. He's a throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.